I believe the minimum result will be 53-47 Romney, over 300 electoral votes.
Romney will win this election by 5 to 10 points in the popular vote and will carry more than 300 electoral votes.
All right. Romney, very close, but he'll win the popular by, I think, about half a point. Electoral college, probably a very narrow margin.
I forgot my exact number. I guess you have a graphic here. I guess the wild card in what I've projected is I'm projecting Minnesota to go for Romney.
Now, independents are going to decide this race in all of these states. Governor Romney consistently leads among independents.
If you watch the president this morning, this is a guy who's really rattled. States that are tied, if they're tied 47-47, that means that the incumbent's at 47. Guess what? That's called losing.
These polls are like nailing Jell-O to a tree. They're all over the place.
So you are standing by your prediction of a Romney landslide?
Absolutely.
So I'm pretty optimistic that this thing is going to come together in the right way. I base that on just years and years of experience.
Years and years of experience, he says. Okay, well, apparently in all those years of being a politician, you never read a poll. These guys are on crack, or perhaps bath salts. That's the drug of choice lately. So when asked about, hey, wait a minute, all you guys who are claiming, oh, well, we're going to win, I'll tell you that's for damn sure, we're definitely going to win. Well, wait a minute, how about the polls? Well, let's go to video number 9 here because Romney's policy director, Rich Beeson, is going to be asked about that. Let's find out his answer.
You're trailing in Wisconsin. You're trailing in Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Iowa, and as you suggest, you're basically tied in what for you is the must-win state of Virginia, where the Obama campaign has also made a late ad buy. Are you saying that these polls, these public polls, are wrong, or are you saying that they may be right, but you're going to win anyway because your ground game is better and you're going to turn your voters out more effectively than they are?
Well, these polls are like nailing Jell-O to a tree. They're all over the place, and you're gonna see polls be different in each state by each day. But there's two numbers to keep in mind here, Chris, and it goes across the country. And as we go into specific states, it'll matter even more. One is independents. Independents are going to decide this race in all of these states. Governor Romney consistently leads among independents.
Okay, but wait a minute. You can say that, but that doesn't make any sense because if you're leading among independents and you think that's the key to victory, then wouldn't you be leading overall? Except you're not leading overall, and hence your excuse is, I'm Dim Jell-O, I tried to nail it, I couldn't do it. I don't know, we're gonna win. USA, 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 get. So here's one of my favorite moments of confusion among conservative commentators on the issue of the polls indicating President Obama is gonna get reelected. Let's go to clip 14.
In 9 of the 12 states, Obama leads by 1 to 5 points over Romney. This is in the Real Clear Politics average. It seems to me there are 3 possibilities. Either 1, the polls are wrong. 2, Romney's ground game will beat this difference, the margin in the polls, or Obama's going to win.
The state polls, as you just suggested, the battleground state polls, suggest and indicate that President Obama is ahead in nearly all of them. It seems striking that there'd be this difference. I think it's unlikely that, it's hard to imagine as a political journalist that all these many polls are off. But the discrepancy is unmistakable and puzzling.
I love that. First of all, the Jowl movement was fantastic. How could all these polls be wrong? Well, but they're not wrong. I can't believe this. Brit Hume, he covered politics for decades, also at ABC News. What's so hard to understand? One guy is winning, or was winning. Mitt Romney was winning the national popular vote. He's no longer doing that either, according to the polls, down anywhere between 1 to 2 points. And the other guy's winning the Electoral College. Brit, did you not sit through the 2000 election? Where you guys claimed that Bush had won the Electoral College and he had lost the popular vote by 500,000. Because sometimes you win Alabama really big, but it turns out you lose Ohio and Iowa and Wisconsin by a little bit. Mystery solved, right? But it's the fact is they can't get themselves to believe it. They keep looking at those polls where they're losing, and their reaction is, you can't nail Jell-O to a wall, or my jowls.